Aloha. This is my hale, my home. I was born and raised in Honolulu, Hawaii, a paradise and a blessing. My years on this tiny but heartful island has shaped my worldview, my goals, and my perspective. Hawaii has a culture of exploration and navigation. In fact, my ancestors set sail thousands of years ago to settle on the island of Guam, guided only by the serene light of the night sky. Today, millennia later, I carry on their tradition in spirit and in form. I am guided by these ideals of exploration and discovery. It's always been about how far across the Pacific I can swim out to, how far I can kayak, how high I can climb, what heights I can reach. I'm always seeking to better myself, push my boundaries, and to seek my truth. I am a naturally inquisitive and curious person. I want to know everything I can about the world and the people within it. Perhaps that is why I'm drawn to philosophy and science. Science and the arts are my way of understanding the world, my purpose, and how I can give back. Science and learning has always been my lifelong journey. I am always improving. However, my greatest skill has always been talking to people, building bridges, forming long-lasting connections, relationships, and friends. The intersection between interpersonal relationships and science is the primary reason why I want to work in healthcare and become a doctor. Hawaii is a wonderful place, but beneath the rainbows and sunshine, it is plagued by addiction, homelessness, and health disparity. I know hundreds of places around the world experience the same sad truth. And as hopeless as it sounds, and as insurmountable the problems we seem to face, the spirit of voyaging and expedition within me seeks to innovate, create, and seek solutions to these issues people face on a daily. A few years back, I worked at an internship at a burn hospital. There, I witnessed many unforgettable moments filled with joy, loss, humanity, sadness, and hope. However, I will never forget a man who had lost his skin in a fire. As he was admitted to the ICU, I remember his flesh being unrecognizable. He teetered on the edge of death. However, valiantly, despite his hopeless condition, nurses and doctors labored over him. For 3 hours, I assisted in removing the full body bandages that formed the barrier between his wounds and infection. Despite the fatigue, the tiredness, and the hopelessness of the situation, those healthcare professionals never complained. They fought to keep him alive, and they never failed to treat him any less than what he was, a human being with dignity and respect, even as he lay exposed to the world. And as I exited the room, I remember watching as the physician typed up orders to manage his patient. The face was one I saw myself in, exhausted but unable to quit, a refusal to surrender to the trauma that would take the life of a young man. And in this moment, I knew I wanted to be a doctor, to help others, to be there to comfort their loved ones and guide them towards the path of recovery, to provide the opportunity for people to feel well enough again, to empower themselves once again. Yes, I am from an island, but I will never forget that I am part of a larger global community filled with unique people from different backgrounds, families, experiences, and perspectives. We aren't separated by our humanity, just an ocean. And this is why I'm a part of the Miller Center. I want to create an intentional and sustainable impact on the lives of not only those around me, but my global ohana as well. Ultimately, I want to make the most of my gifts and talents and create a future that is sustainable, just, beautiful, and good for the next generation to come. I am always looking towards the ocean, awaiting my next voyage.